calculating interest using a simple interest formula is exactly what it says. It's pretty simple. You need to know three different values: the initial investment, which we call the principal, the interest rate, and the amount of time that it'll be invested. And the specific thing there, that time has to be put in years. So as we look at our first example, we can see that we have the amount of principal, $575 investment. The interest rate in this case is 2 8800ths%. What we'd like to remind you here is that 2 8800ths% has to be put into this formula in a decimal form. Reminding you, 2% is really 2/100ths, 0.02. So 2 8800ths% would be written as the following: 288 10,000ths. You can accomplish that change by just moving the decimal over twice on that number, but that's what we have to multiply in. And then the amount of years here is slightly tricky if you're not paying attention, because it says 3 months. Well, in terms of years, 3 months out of 12 would be 3/12 or 1/4. So that's what we'll use for the amount of years. Now it's a simple calculator problem, and if you take a second to multiply those terms together, we will find that the answer is actually just $4.14. And that just represents the amount of interest that you would make on that investment. The last question here is over 30 months, and as you can see, it's a $12,000 loan. That money is being borrowed. Well, again, the starting amount is always the principal. So I'm just going to abbreviate here and use 12K for 12,000. The simple interest is 6.5%, which is really 6.5/100ths, which would be written as 0.065. Again, you can just move that decimal over twice. And the amount of years we're going to have to convert, we're just going to divide 12 to turn those months into years. And we're going to find out that 30 months is exactly 2 years and 6/12ths, which would be 2.5. Now we simply multiply these numbers together to find out the amount of interest. We'll find the final answer, $1,950. And again, that is just the interest that's been earned. Sometimes you'll see a question ask for the total amount in an account or the total amount being paid back. And in those cases, you would just have to add the principal to the interest to find the total. Hope this has been helpful, and good luck on your next simple interest question.